Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And to get rid of it quickly. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Florida State's offense will get the ball for the first time. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes a man miss. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now on the option. Rides the back on the option to give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give on the option. And runs through another guy. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He fires to the left side.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off play action on 1st down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels want to move quickly. Sacked at the 7.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Moving out of the pocket. Creates a little room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark it down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They think there's room to run to the right here. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Michael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got a little space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Now the play fake. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Get him down after a terrific pickup. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the option. Power football with the run. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride Davis here. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on second down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. To the air on second down. Bring in the heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Gives it on the option. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Seminoles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Second down, he'll throw it. Back open in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Rebels will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Let's go.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Running into the open space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Powers through the defender. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build.
He's got it on the outside. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Beal. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He got it. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the...
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Fights off a defender. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He lets it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback...
There he goes! He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Let's go. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. A little screen to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Wide open spaces. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Makes one man miss. Got the first down and more. Touchdown Seminoles. Excellent pass by the back on the option. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Florida State, Coyotes, 3.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hands it off on the counter. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
On the option. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Escapes the sack. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Takes the easy completion. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Give to the running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It's a runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could